Bem-vindos ao nosso canal. Aqui relatamos testemunho de pessoas que passaram por alguma experiência. Hoje vamos ver a incrível história de Matthew Battesford, uma vítima de uma quadrilha que não tinha um Deus em seu coração. Vamos ver a EQM de Matthew.
All of a sudden, I felt this hot pierce. Then everything went black.
Matthew e Nancy Battesford trabalhavam muito e agora as coisas iam ser mais difíceis ainda. Eles conquistaram tudo na vida com muito esforço.
God existed, but that's it. That's it. That's it.
Mas tudo mudou, certa noite de março de 92. Matthew e dois amigos da empresa de venda estavam em Atlanta a negócio. Tinham acabado de sair de um restaurante. Saíram para pegar o táxi, quando de repente... Matthew nunca imaginou que aconteceria algo assim. Um grupo de homens estava discutindo atrás, quando três sacaram pistolas e começaram a atirar. Um dos amigos de Matthew levou um tiro na cabeça e morreu instantaneamente. O outro saiu ileso. Matthew também foi atingido na cabeça e também teve morte instantânea.
Utter blackness. Incredible fear. I went to a place, what I believe was hell. It was void of anything good. Icy cold beyond anything words can describe. And this hand came down towards me. And as it did, it brought warmth, just flooding this room, this area that I was in, with this brilliant white light. And then I felt this motion. I was being pulled upwards. I heard this voice, and it said, "It's not your time."
Matthew foi reanimado no local e levado para o Hospital Piedmont de Atlanta. Nancy voou de seu estado natal de Michigan. Sua primeira consulta com o médico foi devastadora.
He said, if he makes it through the night, there's a 30% chance to get through the night. After that, he'll probably be in a wheelchair. And they didn't know with the brain injury that if he'd be a vegetable or not. At that point they didn't know, and he says, and he might even have to be in an institution.
Nancy foi dar um passeio pelos corredores para clarear a cabeça.
In front of me, I just started seeing this blackness. I just got the horrible news of Matthew, and it was just incredible. And this blackness just started getting in front of me, just getting bigger, and I just felt myself falling into this blackness. I had no control. I was just losing it. And that's when I felt this heavy hand on my right shoulder. And there was nobody there, and right then I knew it was Jesus. I went straight back to Matt's room, and he's all wrapped up and bandaged, and I just said, Lord, and I'm not saved, nothing. I went, Lord, bring back my husband, even if he's in a wheelchair. It doesn't matter, but bring back who he is, who his heart is, who his personality is. I promise I'll stay with him.
E essa promessa seria testada. Matthew estava em coma e acamado. Nancy viveu hora após hora. Parecia que uma crise seguida de outra e de outra, mas em cada crise tinha um vislumbre de esperança.
It seemed like every situation it would be critical, and then things would turn around. He was put on a kidney dialysis. They said, oh, he'll be on this for 3 weeks, 3 days. Things turned around.
Após 27 dias de hospital, Matthew acordou do coma.
It was incredible. It was like being reconnected. But as soon as that connection, and he woke up, I said, that's it. So the whole focus was now to get him on his feet, to go against the odds that he's going to be in a wheelchair, he's going to an institution.
Mas o lado esquerdo de Matthew ficou paralisado. Mas ainda pior, que o dano em seu cérebro afetou sua capacidade de pensar e de realizar até as tarefas mais simples. Eles voltaram para Michigan, onde Matthew começou a reabilitação, tentando reconstruir seu corpo e sua mente.
The rehab was painful. I mean, physically it was painful. Cognitively it was painful. I mean, I remember I would do simple things like run through the alphabet in my head. Make sure I could go from A to Z. They were teaching me and helping me how to eat
Por longos 2 anos e meio, Matthew trabalhou e tratou a dor, com Nancy sempre ao seu lado. O progresso foi muito lento. Finalmente deixou a cadeira de rodas e passou a andar com uma bengala. Mas a recuperação mental foi um processo muito mais lento. Mas Nancy lembrou-se de sua promessa, para ficar com Matthew apesar de
Cognitively,
tudo.
he was not with it. He was in la la land. And so, yeah, it was that thought of, boy, I didn't sign up for this. But I remembered I made that promise, and that was stronger than what I signed up for.
Os Battesford estavam tão focados no tratamento de Matthew que quase esqueceram a existência de Deus.
There was no focus there. There was no focus. It was all about Matthew and get him, more, to get more therapies.
Isto é, até que eles se mudaram para a Flórida. Um dia Matthew conheceu um vizinho enquanto caminhava.
And I remember kind of like looking up and saying, hey, where's a good church around here? And I was just like, floored me what came out of my mouth and floored my wife.
I said, what? We're not looking for a church.
Mas eventualmente compareceram a um culto de Páscoa.
We just knew then. We both looked at each other and said, this is it. This is what we need. And it was this peace, this anchor, this stability. It just like took us over.
Ao longo dos anos, eles começaram a reconhecer a mão de Deus em sua jornada. Hoje Matthew já caminha sem a ajuda da bengala e até conseguiu um diploma universitário. E agora está escrevendo uma série de livros infantis, chamado Johnny Rocket. Tudo isso é incrível, considerando que a bala ainda está em sua cabeça. Mas o grande milagre desta história.
When I was dead, I didn't cry out for God. But yet he came down and with his own hand pulled me up out of hell and says, it's not your time. I mean, that's a loving God.
The miracle is how God so much loved Matthew that he didn't just leave him in hell, that he brought him up. But the miracle is how he changed his heart. God exchanged his heart for Matthew's and gave him his own. That's the miracle.
Esta foi a EQM de Matthew Battesford, vítima de uma quadrilha de malfeitores que não hesitou em atingir quem quer que fosse. Se gostaram do vídeo e quiserem se inscrever, eu agradeço. Queiram dar um gostei, comentar e compartilhar com seus amigos. Muito obrigada e até o próximo vídeo.